Hi, hello, it's Nikki and welcome to my messy bookshelf. Today I'm here to share my weekly reading update. And I apologize in advance if I am a little extra chatty today, so I will put a timestamp for when I actually get to the books. I just feel like I have so much to update you all on, just because it was such a busy week and all of that. So my son came last week to spend this week of spring break with us, and that was wonderful. And he left today, so my mama heart is a bit sad, but we had a wonderful visit and we had an incredibly busy week. So my reading did suffer. I did make progress in a bunch of things, but actually finishing anything, not so much. But yeah, I'm surprised that I actually got to get through as many chapters in different books that I did. So yes, my son was here. My daughter's birthday was this week. So we went out of town for 2 days and we went to a little indoor water park. Some of you in the US are familiar with Great Wolf Lodge. So we spent 2 days there, and I did bring a book with me there, and I actually did read at night in the hotel, but we were exhausted. Very exhausting week. Additionally, we also celebrated our wedding anniversary yesterday, even though it's tomorrow, by going to see Project Hail Mary in theaters because it came out yesterday. So we were thrilled for that. And the other thing that I was very excited about this week is that when my son came home, you know, he's in his first year of college. He's been quite a few years obsessed with athleticism and sports that he plays. He came home in a reading phase, like back when he was younger. So I was so thrilled. He asked me for reading recommendations, which was something he hasn't done probably ever. And I gave him several books from my shelf that I thought that he would enjoy. And I gave him Project Hail Mary. And he started reading it and he couldn't put it down. So that was fantastic. I am so over the moon about that, and has been asking me all this trip for different book recommendations, and did take a few off of my shelves, as well as my pile of books that I had for unhauling. He took a few of those as well. I was planning on filming an unhaul video, but they're gone. They're gone. But anyways, I did give him that. We all enjoyed Project Hail Mary, the movie, so very much, and I laughed and I cried. I think we all did. But aside from that, the other thing I did want to mention is that I am going to have a lot of extra time in the next 2 months because I was scheduled to start my next semester of school, but I did change majors. So I was supposed to be starting on Monday. And I, of course, waited till the last minute. So when I went to register for classes, the ones that I wanted at the times that I wanted were not available. So I am actually taking this semester off. So I will have a lot of time to read and actually do some things with my channel that I have been wanting to do for a while. So I have until May, and I'm sorry, my dog is snoring. I have until May. So I have a couple of months to just read and, you know, become more regular with my channel. So that is one of the updates that I wanted to share, is that I do plan on firming up a schedule, because I feel like I've been getting more consistent with putting out videos, but I would like to be very consistent with the times and such. So I am excited for that because, you know, it's been a long time that I have been busy, and yes, I will have some downtime. But I feel like I have been rambling for quite some time, so let's get into what I did make progress in. So I started Whose Body by Dorothy Sayers, and I like it. I like it a lot. I did not expect to. So I know that she was a contemporary of Agatha Christie, and I have always been a little weary of mystery writers, especially contemporaries of Agatha Christie. And I am very pleased and pleasantly surprised by how much I am enjoying this. And the same way I am with fantasy, that nothing ever quite lives up to Lord of the Rings for me, the same is true with mysteries not living up to my early experiences with Agatha Christie. This is different, and I am very happy about it. So this one, I think it's actually the first of her Lord Peter Wimsey series, and I like him. He is very different from Hercule Poirot and Sherlock Holmes and Miss Marple, who are detectives that I am very familiar with. But he is a British aristocrat, so he is not an outcast like some of the others, and he is an amateur detective, but he is very good at what he does. And I'm enjoying it so far. So a body is found in an architect's bathtub, wearing nothing but a pair of passe-nez. I can never say this word. Eyeglasses. I know I had trouble when I talked about this book before, but I made it 70 pages in to this book. I don't know how many chapters that is, but this book is under 200 pages, so I think I will be finishing this coming week for sure, especially with my extra time that I have on my hands. So I am pleasantly surprised. And also, something that I love in books, there are footnotes in here, and they are very amusing footnotes. And Lord Peter Wimsey is a very amusing character. Sort of reminds me of a Mr. Pickwick type character, where he is of a high class in society and, you know, knows his way around the aristocracy, but slightly ridiculous at the same time. So it's made me smile and chuckle a couple of times, and the footnotes are very amusing. So far so good. I think that I may become a Dorothy Sayers fan. So yes, this will be finished this week. Like I said, it's under 200 pages, and I thought that this book was around 300 pages, but there is a very long afterword in here. So it's only 198 pages long. All right, moving on to my brick that I am still working on, and that is The Count of Monte Cristo. I have read 2 more chapters in this book, and this is actually the book that I took with me when we went to spend 2 days away. And maybe not the best choice, because it was very difficult to transport when we were trying to pack light, but I did read a chapter while we were there, and I'm still loving it, and I do still think it is possible for me to finish this by the end of March, though I am not going to pressure myself. But I still have no complaints. I have no complaints, and I will continue this book until I am finished with it. It's just sometimes a bit difficult taking it around with me. And I am now on page 64, I think. Yes, 64, and loving it still. Moving on, so that was for March of the Mammoths, and then obviously March Mystery Madness for the Dorothy Sayers. I am still working on middle grade March, though I do feel myself getting a little burnt out, even though I didn't read as much middle grade this month as I did last year this month. Still working on Impossible Creatures with my daughter. We did take some time off of this book. We read 2 more chapters in this book during the week, but again, we were busy, and she was over the moon excited to spend time with her brother. So it's been several months. We haven't seen him since September, and you know, I gave her a break and not try to drag her into read while she was playing with her brother. But 2 more chapters, and so far so good. It is very much what I enjoy in a middle grade so far, and she seems to be enjoying it too, because she loves creatures. So we will finish this. Now we're picking back up since Big Brother has left. And then moving on, that is what I made progress in. I forgot to mention, for Audio Miles, I did actually make it on 2 walks during this very busy week that we had. And what did I do? I wrote it down. So, I mean, not a lot, but it was a busy week. So 3.5 miles this week for a total of 19.5 miles this month that I have walked, and I made it 2 more chapters in the Glass Hotel audiobook for that as well. I'm really struggling with this in a good way. It is a very good challenge because I want to keep listening to the book, and I am not allowed to listen to it unless I am walking. So it's frustrating for me sometimes when I have to finish a walk and I can't continue the book. So this is a new experience for me. So I am enjoying that, and I have gotten to a part where I definitely want to know what is going to happen next. And yeah, a lot of people have gotten arrested, and I think I have met a character that is in another one of her books, and I actually made a note to check on that. So that is Audio Miles, and I think those are the only events that I am participating in this month. So continuing on, I am not sure which one of these I am going to move forward with for March Mystery Madness, but I still have the Satapur Moonstone. Because it was so busy, I did not make any more progress, but I do want to continue with this one. And it does fulfill 2 of the prompts that are part of this year's March Mystery Madness. So it is set in India. The main character is an Indian woman, and the author as well. So I think this is probably going to be it. I definitely did shelf the Impusium. I just wasn't getting into it, so I put that one back on the shelf, and I took down How to Solve Your Own Murder, which I recently hauled. This is one of my more recent hauls, and I'm not sure. It's probably going to be this one, but reading the first few pages of this, it seems like something that I will enjoy, so we'll see. I mean, like I said, I do have extra time. And then moving on for middle grade, I did read the first few pages of Dark Waters, and I will probably continue this for middle grade, and I will probably read this during one of the sprints, the reading sprints that they do for their lives. They do a live every week, and if they do reading sprints, I will probably pick that up. Last year, I was able to get through the majority of book 1 and book 2 just from reading sprints. And then I still have The Wind in the Willows. I am wondering if maybe I will listen to the audiobook, because I need an audiobook to listen to when I can't listen to the Glass Hotel. So I am thinking of picking up the audiobook. If it's available on Libby, I think I will do that, because I have been saying I am going to get to this and I still haven't gotten to it. But again, I am giving myself grace because it was such a busy week, and next week I have nothing on my schedule. I have nothing. So I am very excited. I mean, I'm kind of bummed that I am not starting on time this semester, but it is what it is. I'm going to take advantage. But again, I know that was a super rambly video and I talked a lot, but I thank you if you made it to the end, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.